Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the London Black Knights. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Check back 21. I'm coming.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go one more. Hatch it.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the block. Gun. Check. Crash down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 15, check 15.
On third down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Let's go right here. Check.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Get ready.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Hurry! Hey, Charlie! Hey. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the...
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. He goes, set, 280, 50-50. Ricky. Hey, check 24, check 24. Kill. Chef.
Zero. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
32. Hey, Alpha.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Alert.
He's crashing. He's checking crazy.
Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
53.
59.
53 is the Mike. I got one.
Hey, easy.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check. 180.
Check 53. Exit. Check.
59.
Shoot.
50. Hey.
Check.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, 50. What happened?
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set. 280.
53 is the Mike. Let's go.
Omaha, ready to move.
50.
Like 7.
Check. 53 is Mike.
Hey.
Keep it up. 53 is the Mike.
What happened?
Check 53.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay.
Stafford's pass.
Oh, boy.
Complete to Kenny Galladay.
I know you felt that one.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Drill right. 22.
That's track. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, Stafford. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
That's another London first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set. 180.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Pick it up, kid. Kill, 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 kill.
Hey, easy, easy.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands.
Like 7.
Get hands on motion man.
On first down, Johnson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Like 7.
Check. Sponge. No.
Hey.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the screen. Hey, watch it.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check Mike 21.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Cousins to throw it. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Quaker Omaha. Pilot, 64, weak.
Coming. Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's across the field to the 48-yard line. A gain of 9.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
At the 48-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, D. Kill.
Leave it, Ringo, 48.
Switch.
80 weapon. Yellow. Gun.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, They would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And getting our first update now from Nashville. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Hey, 22.
Watch 20.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Check 9, check 9. Check 26, check Monday.
First and 10 at the 32.
On first down, it's Johnson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 bud.
Hey, easy.
Check 3. Check 24.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Check 99. Check safety. Check it.
53. Ready.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. To try again after the sack. Cousins, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. They begin the drive with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's
go,
Hey, Orbit.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short.
His guys go for first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 34-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
53's mine.
Hey, 70!
53's mine.
We own it. We own them.
You go tight. You got tight.
You ain't hot.
Now Stafford. Jones has it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Mike, 53.
On first down, it's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He goes, set, go 20.
Check, 53.
11.
Yo, smooth. 53, check 53. Oh, yeah.
Zero.
Here we go again. Bang, 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 bang.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Bravo.
53, Mike. Let's go heavy. Everyone's
Easy.
What you got, heavy? Give me some.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Five.
check. 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Marvin Hall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Gun.
To throw, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. Well, that's
right. It is the season of giving.